I believe that this season is going to be very entertaining. Jill is one of my favorites going in. As a doctor, she's really observant, and she just has a sense about her that I'll figure it out. Judd is a favorite for me. He cracks me up. You'll ask Judd, hey, so tell me about your upbringing, and he'll say, well, when I was a little, I was just thinking about how much I like apples. Judd reminds me of Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Hey guys, have you seen any waves?
Judd could dude his way all the way to the end. I think when people see that Kelly has an artificial limb, it will confuse a lot of people emotionally. There's going to be an instant sympathetic, oh my, gee, what happened? Poor you. Then there's also the, wow, look how well she runs. Then there's, oh my God, she could win. Tyrone is a guy that if looks could kill, I'd be dead. But then he opens his mouth and you realize he's a really gentle guy. Captain in the fire department, teaches spinning class, and he works with kids. So he's got to have a lot of patience. That's a guy that might surprise folks. Wendy's definitely an oddball, but Wendy will tell you she's an oddball. She's going to have to overcome an early, slightly annoying factor.
They might find me annoying because I like to talk a lot.
But that's just because she's different. Not everybody is slick and got a cool haircut and comes from Los Angeles. And I hope she makes people eat their words. Shannon is the kind of guy I love to see on the show because he has all the physical attributes. He's a big guy and he's muscular, but I don't know if he's paying enough attention to what's going on between the ears. I'm not saying he's not up for it. I just think he might put too much importance on, I'll do really well in the challenges. Fine, you'll be gone at the merge. Benry, he's a dark horse. That kid could slither his way to the end. If people figure out he's a snake, he could be gone early, but he's very charming and he's not easily charmed. He doesn't care if you're hot and you like him and you're female. He's seen it. All I care about is getting to the end and I'll cut your throat just like I will anybody else. Holly is an interesting one for me. I think she's gonna be on the bubble early, and I think she's gonna have to get in with somebody quickly, and it's gonna have to be the right people. Well, first of all, I'm just excited to see Jimmy Johnson because I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan. So I have to contain my own excitement at seeing him over there.
How about that Jimmy Johnson?
But the great thing about Jimmy Johnson is how much he wants to be on Survivor. He doesn't need it for all the reasons most other people do. That's gonna be his strategy. He's gonna tell you, here's the truth. I'm here for the adventure. So take me to the end because I can't win. And I think he's right. I don't think he can. Unless he pulls out one of those great Newt Rockney speeches at the end and says, here's why you gotta give me the money. And that's what the young people might not see coming. Jimmy Johnson is a great persuader. Daniel, I think, is gonna have one of the biggest struggles, and it's based simply on perception. He looks different than everybody else. You know, he slicks his hair back. He's got the funky chains. He's got a scar. He looks like a guy who's been in it.
I've never been afraid of being tough.
He looks like he grew up in Brooklyn's been in a few fights, which he has. So he's gonna have to overcome first impressions, because if I was just looking at that group, I'd say, who doesn't fit? Sorry, Daniel, you seem like a nice guy and I'm probably gonna regret this when you show up at my house later, but you're gone. Sash's biggest obstacle is going to be the boulder that he wears on his shoulder. I don't know what's behind it, but I only know that every time I talked with Sash, he would say, Jeff, I'm from Harlem and you're not, you don't get it. I don't know what I don't get. I don't know what he's trying to tell me, but I know it's important. And I also know that when you're on Survivor, nobody cares. I hope Sash takes my advice, which was leave the political rhetoric at home, win the game, and then you'll have a platform to talk. But if he comes out telling everybody, listen to my story, you're gone. At first glance, I like Brenda. She seems very likable, definitely athletic, owns her own company, is out on the water a lot. There's a lot of attributes for a young person that she has that are hard to find. And that's somebody that if I was on the young tribe, I would definitely keep around. Nayanka, bright personality, big smile, and an instant target.
Or I could just be a beast.
I just don't know how she's gonna fit in. That Nayanka's best strategy is going to be to get in with an alliance and shut up. That is a great strategy. It's worked for a lot of people, and it could work for her. I like Marty. I think he's gonna say a lot of fun, interesting things, probably some outrageous things. I think he might make some dumb moves, but he will make moves. We know Marty's a player. He will play this game, and I like him already for that. Chase is an odds-on favorite for me. I think he's got all the qualities that can get you to the end, and in a way that makes me want to still vote for you and give you the money. And I also think that the connection he has to his dad, who just passed away a couple of years ago, will play a part out here. I think Chase is going to draw on the inspiration he gets from his dad, and I really think he could be a force. Well, Eve has a lot going for her in life. Beautiful, mother. I don't know how much she has going for her in this game. I think we're gonna know Eve's fate within the first episode, because if she isn't busting it on both sides, she's gonna be an early target. Kelly S., great spark, fun personality. The only thing working against Kelly is her age.
If they view me as a Barbie type girl, that's fine, let them.
She is very observant for someone her age. Is she observant enough to get deep in the game? I don't think so. Alina reminds me of Amber in Survivor Australia. A little more naive than she realizes, and a little more charming than she probably knows, and she already thinks she's charming. And the thing working against her is going to be believing people she shouldn't believe. Jimmy T won a contest that we did online in which we agreed to take the most popular video and put that person on the show. Thank God it was Jimmy T, because he's likable, he's charismatic, and he's got his long hair and his big husky build, and he likes to tell you, I'm Jimmy T. I'm known everywhere as Jimmy T. Well, we'll see how Jimmy T does. But I've seen a lot on this show, and one thing I've seen is the older you are, typically the sharper you are. And that's what we're gonna see play out this season. The wisdom of the older folks versus the exuberance of the youth.